better not do that thing. We'll see. We'll see. Please, come on, chat. Show up, show up, show up. No, it's not showing up. I'll have to do that on Firefox. Sorry, I'll be a minute. I'll just be a minute. Whoa, what are you doing, duplicate sound? Right, we're nearly on. We're nearly on. If I can go into my... Oh, is it edit later? No, it's Creator Studio. One sec. I'll be with you in a minute. I'll be with you in a minute. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Come on. Oh my god, it's so slow. I'm just trying to get the chat up. I can't even see what anyone's saying because I've not got the chat up, so events. Should have prepared. I should have prepared. Come on. Do do do. Doodle 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 do. Oh, now it wants to go slow. It's half an hour to get going. You all know about my channel. It always takes me half an hour to get going. Oh, we've got 2 people watching. Oh, that's a new layout. I didn't know it did that. That's cool. There's a new layout on the events tab. Right, there we go. Right, okay, come on. Come on. Get the chat up. Come on. Oh, now it's taking forever to load. Oh, I'm going to have duplicate sound again. Right, looks like we might be, if the chat will load. Come on, come on. Come on, load. Please load, please. Oh, it doesn't look like it's going to load. Why is it doing this on me now? I don't get... Oh, there we go. There we go. It's loading. It's loaded. It's loaded. Sorry, there's something weird going on with YouTube because I have to set up an event through Internet Explorer because I've not done the whole... You have to integrate it with Firefox if you want to do a live stream on YouTube, and I can't bother doing that. It's like a 5-minute job, but I just can't bother doing it. So I do my live stream on Internet Explorer, but for some reason the chat doesn't come up on Internet Explorer anymore. So I've got to do the live stream on Internet Explorer, and then get the chat up separately on Firefox. I don't have Google Chrome anymore. I know people will be like, why don't you just get Google Chrome because it's better? But I don't have that anymore because it was being really buggy and messing my computer up loads. But when I get my new computer after Christmas, I'm going to get one with an awesome CPU, an awesome graphics card. I'm going to build my own people. I'm not going to build it myself because I don't know how to, but I'm going to ask someone to build it for me, and then it'll be awesome. And then we can get open broadcaster software streams on here and everything, and we can really do some cool stuff. But to do that, it takes a better CPU than I've got currently, because otherwise it keeps saying high encoding issues or your CPU. But anyway, I'm not going to go into all that technical crap because I don't even know what it's about. So I just say what's on the screen. Yeah, so we've got quite a few people in here. I think we've got 7 people in here already, which is cool. At least that's what that thing's telling me there. We've got Philippa, we've got Chrissy, we've got Dr. Doodle Doo, we've got La La La, we've got Doing It Yourself, we've got Gary Nicholson, we've got, I think that's about it. DJ Winnie, and I think that's it. So, right, let me say some hi. So, well, let me read some stuff out from the chat. Hi, Phil. Someone's saying, oh no, hi Ryan, how are you doing? Booties this weekend. Oh, Philip is saying her car boot was rubbish this morning. Great weather, just not that many genuine sellers. Well, this is the video for you because, as you can tell by the title, car boot haul, slowly winding down, but I got a few good bits. And it's exactly what you were saying, you know, it's just getting to that time when it's winding down a little bit. There was a few less sellers there this week. Well, I've not been for a few weeks, but there was a few less sellers at this car boot than normal. And it was, you know, it's just getting to that time when you're like, you know, it's starting to creep off, and you know, that's not a bad thing, not really a good thing. It's just how it is, you know, the end of the season. But despite that, I did get a few nice little bits. I got 2 things off my sealed media bucket list. I've never really shared my sealed media bucket list, but basically I have quite a few sealed media items, sealed DVDs and stuff like that, and DVD box sets that I really want to find at Carboot. Now, I can snipe them off eBay quite easily, but I'm paying up for them. You know, still good money in them, but I'm paying up for them. These are things I want to actually specifically find out in the field at a Carboot. And yeah, I found 2 of them today, and I'm really, really happy because I like they're the 2 that I've wanted to find at a Carboot the most, really. And they're not rare or anything, but I've not seen them I've not seen them at a Carboot for a while anyway, or I've seen them used a few times, but I've not really seen them new at a Carboot. So I don't think we're rare at a Carboot, but you know, you're more likely to find them on eBay than you are at a Carboot. Anyway, right, so you need a new PC now, not after Xmas. I do, but I don't want to spend any more money. I've taken out of the business like $1,000 in wages this month alone. I'm like, I don't want to spend, because I mean, I can take out more money out of the business than that, but I like to keep it all in the business because, oh no, actually, no, that's a good idea. I can treat it as a business expense, can't I? Surely, if it's a new PC, if I'm using it mainly for business, I can be, well, I could write off, surely I could write off some of the costs, and I don't know, I'm going to have to look into that, but no, I could do that, and then technically that would help me out a little bit, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look into that, but no, I do need one now, but it's not, I mean, my computer's okay, it does all the tasks fine, it's just, the only reason I actually want, I'll tell you the actual reason I want one, is I'm getting a really good graphics card, and I'm getting a good CPU, so I can start mining Litecoin. That's what I really want it for, and then I can just have it running. I was going to get, like, I know you probably won't really know what these are, but I was going to get an amp miner, which is like a big piece. How do I explain it? Because I don't really know what it is completely, but it's like this big block, and then you hook it up to the internet, and then you hook it up to, like, you don't know whether you actually hook it up to your PC, but you integrate it with your PC in terms of online. You go to a website and stuff, and basically it mines cryptocurrency for you. But the problem with that is my dad will go mental because of the electricity cost, and I don't really know whether, I mean, I could have it in here, but it'd be very loud. That's the other problem. It's very noisy. So I thought, right, I'll just do mining off my graphics card, because that's, you know, okay, it's not very good anymore, but still, it's something. And then when I get my own place, I'm going to have like a full room. That when I've got the money, I'm going to have a full room with like a load of amp miners set up, because I like $1 grand, $1.5 each. But if I do them over, let's say, like 5 years, I could easily get a nice rig going up, and then I could proper make some money off that. But anyway, that's a different subject altogether. Nothing for this video, but anyway, that's what I just want to say. So I will be getting a new computer, but I'm gonna get it after Christmas, because I think it's a good time for a reseller to spend money after Christmas, because and I will get on with the haul in a minute, but we have to have this standard little bit of rambling at first. But it's a good time to get something like that after Christmas, because, and I'll tell you why, you have a lot of income. You have a lot of income coming in November, December, and you've got that bit of a cash mound, or whatever you want to call it, after Christmas. And then the best thing I would advise you to do with that is, you know, pay off your bills and stuff like that you need to do, and then reinvest it. But if you're not going to reinvest it, spend it on something worthwhile and spend it on something good, and something that you need. So that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm going to reinvest some after Christmas, and then get this new computer with the rest of the cash left over, sort of thing. And then I always keep some back for tax, and I keep some in an account for if any deals come up and stuff like that. But that's all separate. Anyway, I'll just quickly jump into the chat again, and then we shall get on with the haul. I done good this morning. Shoot, oh, blooming hell, the chat jumped. I done good this morning, shoed up 2 hours late as well. Sleep won me over. Yeah, I wasn't going to go this morning. I said to you guys that I was going to go, but I didn't go. Well, sorry, I then decided I wouldn't go. And then I got up at like 6:30 and I was like, I cannot lie in this bed for 2 hours trying to get back to sleep, knowing that those other regular dealers are down there getting some awesome stuff. You know, maybe we wouldn't get any awesome stuff, but it's that on your mind. So I thought, right, I'm getting up, and within about 10 minutes I was out the door. You know, got in the car, boom, right, I'm off. I want to go. And it's an addiction, you know. I mean, I've not been to a car boot for about 3 weeks, so I kind of really was getting like that, you know, a bit itchy and wanting to go, because obviously I'd done auctions and things like that. But yeah, it's an addiction. Anyway, we'll get on with the haul. So randomly, I decided to pick this up. I don't know why I picked this up, but it was like, because it was a bit of a slow day, I was like, right, I need to like, just buy stuff. And then, you know, sometimes you buy things that you're like, why did I buy that? This is one of those. It's a Coca-Cola, and it is like a branded one. It's a Coca-Cola. I know it's a seal, but it says on it somewhere what it completely is. Seal glove puppet. That's what it is. It's a glove puppet. So yeah, I don't know. It's got a wintry, Christmassy feel to it, though. I paid 50p. I might be able to get some money back since it's Christmas, but you know, coming up to Christmas, I'm sure someone will have it off me. And because it's like an official branded one, at least it's you know, it's not a third-party one or anything. But yeah, bought that 50p randomly. It was off a house clearance guy who I quite often see there. I've actually never thought about talking to the house clearance guys and say like striking up some sort of deal. But at the moment, I just don't. I don't have any need for a deal with a house clearance guy because I just get too much in there. You know, I just get too much stock anyway. But in the future, it might be worth. You know, if I'm going through a bit of a drought period, I strike up some sort of deal with the house clearance guys, and they can supply me with a good flow of stock. But then again, do they do that, or do they have deals with other people, or I don't know how it works. So I don't know, but I could always ask the question, couldn't I, when I'm at a car boot? Right then, what else did I get? I took a bit of a chance for a £5. Well, it wasn't just this. There's a couple of other bits in the job lot, but it's this Walt Disney World 08 bag. Don't know quite what it is. It's like a rucksacky type thing. No, not a rucksack. It's a I don't know what you call it, like maybe even a lunch bag or something like that. I don't know. But I got this for a £5 with a couple of other bits. So that was that. And it's obviously it's Disney branded, so there's got to be some money in that. So you know, there's got to be something in that Walt Disney World one. And then along with it, I got this Walt Disney World purse. And I did think I was paying up a little bit for this job lot of £5, but I'm sure there's going to be some money in it. But yeah, I think it was that thing in my mind again, like, oh, it's slowing up, you know, and I need to buy. But I don't really need to buy because I've got tons of stuff. Walt Disney World anyway, little purse. And then I got, along with it, two, and I don't even know whether these are like Disney brand or anything. I think they probably are, but oh, it says like Disney on the bottom, but oh no, I don't know whether it does. I don't know, but there's these two little mugs of some. I can always bundle these up with like other glasses or other mugs or something and get some money out of them. So yeah, don't know, but I don't know whether they are actually Disney branded or not. It does say Disney on the bottom, but I don't know whether it's like Disney World or anything. I don't think it is. Something that I paid 50p for, and I've not scanned this in, so I'll scan this in for you now. But this was perhaps the most awkward pickup I have had, and a lot of people say, you know, when they're buying women's clothes, let's say you're a man and you buy women's clothes to resell, that can be a bit awkward, and I get that. Or when you're going into a supermarket and you do RA, let's say, and you've got a massive trolley full of all the same item, that can be awkward. And I've experienced it when I've got like a massive mound. I had a massive ton of Lego one time, and I didn't have a trolley because I'm very stupid. My common sense levels are right down below zero. I will go into a supermarket with the intention of buying a lot of stuff, and I will not get a trolley. And then what I'll do, instead of like thinking, oh right, I'm gonna get a load of stuff now because I can see it. Instead of going for a trolley, I'll just grab it all and then just go to the try and get to the checkout with like trying to scrape through, trying to get to the checkout, balancing all this stuff. I have very low common sense. But anyway, aside from that, I picked this up and said, how much is your DVD box set? Because I didn't want to refer to it as a pregnancy workout, because hoping that he would just like pick it up and then go, oh, 50p, and then give it me straight away and not really look at it. But he then looked at it and he just had a little snigger to himself. He's like, you don't need a, what was it he said? Postnatal workout. And I was like, oh crap, okay. Do I say, no, sometimes I say, right out, I say, I'm going to sell it. Oh no, I'm a reseller or what. And then other times, for some reason, I get this weird nervous twitch about saying it. So this time I said, oh, it's just for a friend, but you know, oh god, that's probably the most awkward item I've ever picked up. It's quite funny, but I'll scan it in for you now. Nah, he's saving his money. He's saving his money. Yeah, I mean, 1.5 to 2k might be a bit above budget, but I'm probably looking at least a grand, if not maybe 1,200. But if I've got 1,500, yeah, I'll do 1,500 and build a really nice one. But I don't know. Anyway, I've just scanned it in now. I thought this was the listing. Amazon have got it in stock for $14.99, so I could undercut Amazon by a few pence, I suppose, and get it out. So it's 34,000 in video DVD. So yeah, that's that anyway, new and sealed. Now it does have a security tag on, and I always take the security tags off. I believe there are some people who do send items in with security tags on, but I don't know whether it's good to recommend doing that or not, but I always take them off. Even if it means I have to sell the item as like new or something like that, I just take them off, just because I like being completely on it with Amazon in that respect. So yeah, that's that one anyway. I got a GameCube game for £1. It's Spider-Man. It has a few little scratches on the disc, but it's not terrible. It's got its manual in there as well. Paid £1. I just couldn't refuse a GameCube game. I see a lot of those like sports games, GameCube games at Carboot. They're always like £2 or £3 you want. It's just not worth it. And I never really see them at Carboot, so I thought, you know what, I'll pay £1 for it because I don't know when I'm going to get one again. So yeah, £1 for that. I think it only goes for about £6 or £7, but I just couldn't help myself. So that's that. Oh, I got this. One sec. Just got to get it undone. Oh my god. Right, there we go. One sec. Nearly done. Right, there we go. So I got this quite nice wicker basket with a couple of teddy bears. And it was the teddy bears I was really interested in. But now I've got it home, I think actually there's going to be some money in the wicker basket as well. It's quite a nice one there. Nice little basket. You could put maybe, I don't know, maybe a picnic for two in that. A romantic, I don't know, like a romantic day out at the park or something. I don't know what people do, normal people do, but, a nice little picnic for two on Valentine's Day in the park. Put some food and whatnot in there. So, I don't know, that should go for some money, I reckon. And I paid £5 for that, and then these two bears. I got these two bears because they've got a Hyundai little jacket on, and I thought, oh, that could be something. It says Harrison TM on there, Russ Berry and Co. Russ Bears. So I don't know, and it's got his little tag on there. Oh, he's got some sort of tag on. But I don't know. But I thought with the wicker basket and that, and then the other bear, oh, there's got to be some money in them. Because these, some of these like car branded ones or what else. There's loads of different like branded bears that do quite well, from different companies. And if they're okay, well-known companies, we might do okay. Like I sold an Audi bear, an Audi plush bear, brand new with tags for £30. So yeah, I just thought I'd take a punt on them. I did do a quick bit of research actually. One of these, not the exact same one because some of these are different, but another Hyundai one that is a Rust Bear has gone for like £8.99 plus postage, so not a lot, but I thought what I could do is bundle the two bears together and then sell the wicker. So, you know, I'll make some money on that. So I'm quite happy with that there. Right. What have we got? Oh, and then also I did get with it another bear, but this is like a crap one. So I don't know, go for a present to someone. I don't know. But yeah, that's that. I've got some charity shop purchases in there, so I'll leave those for a minute. Right then, so I'll show you these two. These were my two sealed media items that I'm really happy to get. Yeah, this is Star Wars prequel trilogy, and this is both box sets, and Star Wars trilogy, the original trilogy. That one is, and the original trilogy goes back 60 quid, new and sealed on Amazon. Which I've actually had this used, and I think you can get like 25 quid, something like that, used, but it was quite a while ago I had it used. But yeah, some good money in that one, 60 quid. I'm probably looking maybe a bit more than that with it being Christmas, but I don't know. I might be able to push some more than that actually. And yeah, that one goes for 36, I believe it was, but again, I might be able to push a bit more from Christmas. So hopefully I'll be able to get 100 quid out of my fiver from them two, so I'm happy with that. And considering I only spent, this is the measly sum of 24 quid today, so they've paid for and got me excellent profit on the 24 quid, and the rest of it is just, you know, pure gravy after it, you know, after those have sold. So I can't really complain, you know, it's not too bad really. And then I got, well, actually, I'll just check in the chat because I've not really checked in the chat. Oh, God, I'm probably so far behind. I just can't. Oh, wait. What's that? Is first year free, or will I have to do 2 years worth of job? Oh, we're all talking about tax or something. I'm not going to go into that, but yeah, if you want tax advice, you're probably best off speaking to an accountant or something like that. But yeah, I mean, I just do all mine myself, but I am really thinking of getting an accountant because I know it doesn't take like a massive time pressure off you because you still have to sort your receipts, you still have to do all that sort of stuff, but it alleviates it a little bit. And then maybe if I can get them to do my tax return for me as well, it just alleviates it a bit, and it means that I can focus on the work more. But yeah, I don't know. I might do soon. My accountant is 25 quid. Oh, it's just bloody jumped again. My accountant is 25 quid a month, worth every penny of 25. Oh, 25 quid. That's awesome. Oh, that's all right. Yeah, 25. So that's what, like 300 a year. That is good. And does he do your tax return and stuff like that for that or not? Or is that like additional cost? We've got good for a little Christmas hamper. Oh, very good. Yeah, Chrissy says. Yeah, that could be a good idea. Could do a little Christmas hamper in there and make it a lot more saleable, actually. That might be a good idea. Yeah, that might be a good idea, actually. I didn't think about that. We've got Sib K in the chat. Hi there. Can you... Oh, DJ Winnie's saying, can you pay a one-off fee just to do the end-of-year tax form? You can. Most accountants will charge, I don't know quite how much you charge, but I think I did see online it's like 75 quid or something for doing your tax return. But don't quote me on that. You'll have to do some more research yourself. But no, most accountants will just you'll be able to just get them to do your tax return for you. But I'm thinking as well as that, let them do everything. Well, I suppose your tax return is most of the work anyway, but you know, just get them do everything. Have a full-time accountant in terms of you know, pay them on a monthly rate, and then I can just flood everything to them, can't I? But yeah, so where are we? I don't think there's anything else quite yet. They are there then if you need to fire questions at them. Yeah, very good. Yeah, very good actually. Yeah, but that's the main thing actually. Really, is just questions. Getting questions answered from an accountant would be great. But yeah, anyway, so we'll get on a bit quick. I think I've only got one or two more items anyway. But I got a PS2 console, fat console. This will be going straight in a Christmas box. I'm not dealing with this now. I'll just send it up in a month's time or just below a month. I'm thinking actually I've got a date for when I'm sending it. Well, when I'm starting processing my Christmas stuff for Amazon FBA. I'm thinking 15th of October. That might be a little bit late to like for some people, but I'm thinking that's okay for me because then that means that everything's hopefully done and dusted by the 25th in terms of like processing and listing, and then it can go off, and then the big shipment can go off, and then it'll get in for very early November or well, it depends how long the waiting times are and delays in shipments are, but maybe it'll even get in for late October, you know, really late October. But yeah, that's my plan anyway. So paid £7 for it, PS2. I'll show you the wires and everything else now. We've got wires there of some description, yeah, wires, AV and power lead. We've got with it, we've got SingStar. I don't even know where you can see this, but I'm just holding it up. SingStar, we've got a Sony DualShock, yeah, DualShock controller and a third-party one. And we've got the, as well, just to show you, we've got the SingStar like thingies as well, where you plug them in or something, you know, you plug these into here. So we've got that thing. I don't know what it's actually called, like a USB connector or something. But yeah, that's that. And then we've got a selection of games. There's a few more as well, but they're really nothing amazing. Just proper bundle fodder. We've got like SingStar, which will go. Well, we've got a few SingStars, which will go nicely with the SingStar things, obviously. James Bond, Go Golf, you know, just standard stuff really. And then we've got a few more games there, nothing amazing. And then we've got an iToy. Well, I thought £7, that's all right. I'll take that because, you know, the console alone on FBA, I mean, I think they went as high as about £55 last year. 55, 60 quid for just a fat PS2 console at the height of Christmas. And that was, yeah, that was pretty cool. I think I did sell one at like 55 or 60. Whether I can get that this year, I don't know. I'm, you know, just saying that was last year. Obviously, it changes so much each year, but I can certainly get 35, 40 for it even around now. So yeah, quite happy with that from £7. That's all right. And then I've just got some magazines to show you. Bringing bargains to the UK. What is going on here? Right. Right then. My accountant does everything, does the tax return and works out what tax deductible, etc. Saves me more than she cost me. Yeah, that's a good thing because, you know, if you do get into a position where you need an accountant and stuff, then they are going to save you money. And if they are going to save you money, you might actually be like either better off with one in terms of the time and the cost, or if you're not better off with one, you're at least going to be the same amount of well off as you are without one, if you get what I mean. You know, if they save you, say they save you the amount of money that they cost, then you're about the same as where you were. But saying that, they do give you a little bit extra time on your hands. So even then, you're going to be a bit more in the positive, really. But if they don't quite save you how much they cost, or if they save you more than they cost, then that's even more of a bonus. But I think they're going to at least save you a little bit. You know, they're going to save you something on your tax return. They're going to know these little things that are deductible and all that sort of stuff. Because I have a general idea, but I don't think I know. I know that I don't know everything. You know, I don't know all the big list of deductibles and stuff. But you know, it's one of those things. So yeah, it's something that I'm definitely looking into. Right then, where are we here? Lol, and it has to sell within 30 days and max 10 items. I think we're just randomly having a chat. What's the saying? An accountant should be making you money, not costing you money. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's a good saying, actually. But anyway, so that's that. So I'll just get on with these magazines. 1 sec, if I can get them out. Whoa, God. Everything's falling. So, I got a job lot from the charity shop. Yes, after the Carboot, I went down to the charity shop, and now I'm terrible. yeah, I got a big bundle of aircraft magazines. Now, I've done okay with modern aircraft magazines. These are vintage ones. So I assume, and you should never assume because it makes an ass out of you and me or whatever the saying is, but I assume the vintage ones will be more money than the modern ones. I don't know. I assume that. I'm probably wrong, but I don't know. But I did all right in little bundles with the modern ones. So I think, you know, we should be all right on the vintage ones as well. So we've got like aircraft. Oh, sorry, did I say I paid 10 quid? I don't know whether I said. I paid 10 quid for a big stack of them. Aircraft illustrated extra. Now, you can sell these, or I would imagine there is a market for selling these individually. But I'll try and bundle up where I can because I've not got the time or patience to go through individually. I've got so much stuff. I am going to do a video. I promise you, I'm going to do a video just showing you that room. Would it actually, in the chat now, would you like to see that room? And just like a very quick 2 to 4 minute video or whatever, just showing you that room quickly. And I will do that today and I'll get it uploaded within the next couple of days just to show you what I'm dealing with. If you'd like to see that, please do put it in the chat and just, you know, tell me, because it's just crazy. I've arranged to go on a house call on Tuesday, and I'm going to probably get, I don't know, I'll get quite a lot of stuff from that. I'll get like half a car full or a car full. And I mean, me and my mum are like, what the hell? Where do we store it? You know, my mum's getting a little bit, not panicky, but obviously she's getting a bit wary that the spare room is getting full. I'm wary that it's definitely getting full. I mean, if we do get a car full on Tuesday, there's no way I can even do my photos. Like, the stuff is coming right up to my photo area, and it's a big, massive pile. Basically, if we get another car full and we've got to put that in the spare room, I won't be able to get in the room. Let's just say I won't even be able to get in the room. So it's crazy. But yeah, so that one, we've got a few of these aircraft pictorial. We've got a whole stack of these aircraft monthly or something from, I think, I don't think there's a whole year, which is annoying because I would actually, I would like them in 12-month bundles. Like, but whenever I've got magazines, it never happens. Like, I've just got a load of magazines from the auction, and that were in one of the job lots. And the set is meant to be 1 to 70, right? And every magazine bundle I have got, there's never a full set. And I was going through these, and I was like, oh my god, we're going to get a full set here. We're going to get a full set. And I got down to, I started at 70, counting them all up, you know, like with the numbers on the magazine. And I was like 70, 69, 68, 67. And then I was getting to like 30, and I was like, yes, we've got a full set here. We've got a full set. And I get to 17. And then the next one says 15. And I double checked and I triple checked, and there was no 16. Damn it. But anyway, so I don't have a full year, but that would have been nice to actually have a full year, because I have seen people sell, you know, magazines in like years, and they do. I think they do quite well like that, because obviously people like to buy a year's worth and have a good read through them. But yeah, there's loads like 1974, 1975, 1976, and then there's more of them here, and then there's more. You know, there again, I think it's 1974 to 1977. These bundles of these, and then there's more. You know, you get the drift. But I don't know. I'll have to research them. But I imagine because they are a bit more vintage, I was going to have a better market for them than the modern ones. But it's just speculative, really. I don't know. And really, something I wanted to ask you actually. That's just. When I said speculative then, that just reminded me I want to ask you something. So yeah, there's loads of them. And then there's this, like, oh, I don't even know what this is. Oh, there's another one, Airplane Monthly. And then there's this thing. Oh no, that is another Airplane Monthly. I was reading it from the back. I thought, oh, that's a different thing. No, well, we've just a load of Airplane Monthly. I don't know. There's got to be some money in them. Now, as I say, if I sold them individually, I'd probably get a lot more money back. But I just don't have the patience or time for doing that. Right, where are we in the chat? Philippa says yes to, I think that's to see in the other room, so I will do that. How has your dad been with the new stock coming in? Oh my God. Well, no, why did I say oh my God? It's not even that bad actually, but the thing is, right, you have a perception of how people will react, and then you have how people will actually react. And I have a strong perception of how my dad will react, and I basically have not shown him the room. And me and my mum actually shut the door quite tight when we go out, you know, if he's coming up the stairs, and then we say, don't go in there, because we know he's going to react like, you know, he's going to be like, oh my God, you've got all this stuff. And then what he says after that, as soon as he said, oh my God, you've got all this stuff, he says, are you selling any of this stuff? And it's like, oh my God. But the annoying thing is, though, he sees the parcels go out like every day. He'll see, and then he says to me, oh, it's another one going out, is it? And I say, and I'm like, yes, because that's the business. You get stuff in, you list it, it goes out. And if it wasn't happening like that, then there'd probably be something wrong with your business. Or if there was never anything going out, then, you know, you need to have a look at the way you're doing things. So, yeah, he's really weird with it. But I've not told him. So, I mean, I can't really say, oh, my God, he was being horrendous with it, because you know, he didn't know quite how much is in there. But I just know that if he did go in there, which he will do over the next few days, he will have a peep. He'll peep his head in when we're not around or whatever. And I know that he'll be like, oh my God, you've got a lot of stuff in there and all this sort of stuff. But I mean, even if you know, when I show you guys, you'll be like, oh my God, you've got a lot of stuff in there. So, you know, I suppose it's how a lot of people would react. But I am getting to the point now where I'll be happy when I move out, and I can like not have people saying that, you know, and I can just get on with it and just do it, you know, when I'm doing it. Which I do have that now, but I mean, it's just annoying that people, even my dad might moan every now and then when stuff comes in. Right, what was that? What else was that? Right. Has he seen it? No, he just said, has he seen it? No, he hasn't seen it. Ads, what's happening with your cabinet? I went to the Carboot today, and it was the Carboot right where my cabinet was, right? And the cabinet place opens about 10:30ish. I got to this Carboot about 6:45, something like 7 o'clock. And I generally spend about an hour and a half, well, let's say an hour to 2 hours at a Carboot. If I'm feeling particularly confident and I've walked around quite a lot and I've got quite a bit of stuff, I might spend 3 hours there. But this morning, I got there about, I'd say about 7. I was really done for 8:30. I really was. I was like, there's not that much here. It wasn't particularly big Carboot or anything anyway. It never really is. Even when it's really, you know, really going, it's just a one-off monthly one. So, you know, never as much as Chelford or wherever else. So I was like, 8:30, I was like, right, I'm done now. I don't want to wait around for an hour and a half, 2 hours just to go there to see my you know, just to see my cabinet or whatever. I was like, I can't be bothered waiting around, you know. So I ended up coming back because I was bored and I didn't want to wait around any longer. So I didn't actually go to check my cabinet. I didn't actually go to see if I made any sales, but I'm going to have to go at some point in the next week, because I think that on maybe next Monday or next Tuesday, I'll have done a month. Now, I rang up about, I don't know what, like 1 week, 3 days ago, something like that. 1 week, 3 days ago, 1 week, 5 days ago, I don't know, something like that. I rang up to check if I've got any sales. I didn't have then. I can't say that I do or I don't, because I'm not BIM. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to ring up this week again, check if I've got any sales. Then I can tell you guys on my next live stream or whatever. And then I'm going to have to go down next week, well, either next week or the week after, to actually maybe pay for my next month's rent or whatever it will be. And then, and also, what else was I going to say? And, oh, and then maybe have a redo with prices, a rejig around. I need to also go down there and say, you know, but really I'd like to be inside the antique centre and not in the corridor. So yeah, there's a lot going on with it really, but I haven't, and to tell you the truth, I don't know what's going on because I couldn't be bothered waiting an hour and a half for the place to open. But that's me. I'm very quick. I like to be quick. I like to be like in and out, you know. So when I have to wait around an hour and a half, I'm like, ooh, can't be bothered. I've got no patience. Let's just say that. I spent hour and a half there this morning. Crazy what's still there 2 hours in. I know it is sometimes. That's what I think. I'm happy to be the one to break it to. Oh, what's all this going on? Right, one sec. Oh, well, the chat's jumped again. One sec. Where are you getting most of your stock from these days? I am, if you're speaking to me, Wayne, I get, let's say, 40 to 50% from auctions. A further maybe 30%. No, I'm sorry, actually, I didn't include sniping, but let's say 40% from auctions, 30% sniping. Oh no, God, it's hard actually. Because I've got to include all 5 things, which are charity shops, eBay, sniping, auctions, Carboot. Oh no, 4 things. I don't know. Like 30, 40%, or it's very hard to put a percentage on it, but like 30, 40% auctions, maybe 10, 20% charity shops, maybe another 20% sniping, and then the rest of it car boots. And I don't know, something like that. I can't give you a definitive answer, but I'd have to like draw a pie chart, you know, and segment it out properly for me to understand in my brain, you know, but I don't know, something like that. Sometimes I just watch ads with videos to see how many euphemisms and innuendos I can count. Really, do you? I've not done any in this video, I don't think. But anyway, I've not been to a car boot for 3 months. Just buy a few good bits of tap from CS. I need to go through the tap room as I've lost a child in the tap. You've lost a child in there. Oh my God. Oh my God. Show your dad your accounts. I have done. He knows that I'm making money. I tell him on a monthly basis, and he's still like, you know. I mean, even last Christmas when I did great profit, he still didn't really. You don't care. It's like basically for him, I think what it is, and I totally get where he's coming from. He sees the stuff, but he only sees a figure on a piece of paper. Like he you know, he sees that in my account, which is great. He sees that money, but then he sees the stuff, but he doesn't. I think actually what I need to do is get like £1,000 out my bank and then flaunt it in front of him and say, "There's the money. That's the money I'm making." He doesn't quite register it until it's like right in his face. You know, there's the money. Look, that's the money I'm making. It's all well and good putting it on an Excel spreadsheet for him, but I just don't think I think he needs a bit more practical than that. Straight, there's the money kind of thing. But I don't want to do that. I don't want to get £1,000 out my bank only to have to put it back in, you know. I mean, I'll get a couple of hundred out and show him, and I have done that before. And I do get a little bit of an egotistical thing when I have a lot of money in my wallet. And I always go, "Oh yeah, look at that," you know, to people. But I think that's maybe a businessman thing, because you always have, being a businessman, especially me, I always seem to have a lot of money in my wallet, you know, whether it be for car boots, charity shops, whatever. So I think you do get a bit egotistical when you've got a bit of money on you all the time, you know, like that. But yeah, I'm not going to take £1,000 out. I don't need to put it back in my bank to show him. Right. Oh my God, it's jumping like crazy. And I'm going down. You definitely need your own tap pad ads. I do. Well, that's what I'm saving for. I am saving for a mortgage, so I'm actually, yeah, I'm doing quite well with it. I think quite happily, I think by the time I'm 23, like sometime when I'm 23, I should have enough. And that would be for a house, you know, that wouldn't be for like a flat or something. That would be a mortgage for a house. It's just getting the blooming bank, you know, getting that mortgage off the bank, because I'm self-employed and that sort of stuff. It's more about time when you're self-employed, because you need enough time to elapse for your business to have been going to show the bank these records, you know, your financial history, so that then they can say, well, actually, you know, you've been going for a while, you've now got to a point, we can see that your business has grown now to a point where you're, you know, fairly earning a fairly good income, and you've been doing that for now 3 years. So we can say, yeah, actually, we'll give it you. So it's more about having like a 5-year history or 6-year, 7-year, 8-year plus history to show the bank. And unfortunately, I've only got a 2-year, 2.5-year history so far. So although I might be able to, you know, have the money monetary wise, I could get a mortgage when I'm around 23. I might still not quite have that history. You know, really, I'd need to be at about 5-year history, I think, at least, if not the 6, 7, 8 year sort of mark. So what I might do is wait till I'm then 24 and then go for it, just so I've got that 5-year history. But by then, you know, as I say, I'll have that history. I'll be making those consistent sales, and yeah, I think that's what it's about, really. Or the other option is to just get a whole load of money together, like more than 10% of the deposit, and I've talked about this in the past actually on videos, so I shouldn't really go into it again, but and then confront the bank and say, well, look, I built all this money up, I've got 30k here, I've got 35k or whatever that I've been saving up over God knows how many years or whatever. There you go, look, I'm stable, I'm here, boom, you know, show them the money, that kind of thing. Whether that works is another thing. You don't know whether that works. The ideal situation, of course, is just to get a load of money and just buy your house, but that doesn't happen for like rich people. You know, you have to be rich to just throw 100 grand at something. You know, I'm never going to do that at my age, even in 10, 15 years. You know, it'd take me years and years to save 100 grand. So, but that would be my ideal. You know, just throw 100 grand at the bank. What you don't see doesn't harm you, you know, that kind of stuff. I always think of that like you go to like a dodgy club or something, and then you see people like shoving money in people's hands and then saying like, oh, well, you don't see this. You don't actually see this, but this is what I imagine goes on. Like, yeah, here's 500 quid, just, you know, keep it hush hush, like kind of thing, you know. I'd love to be that kind of dodgy. I mean, I don't know, but it has an appeal to it, doesn't it? That dodgy kind of side to it. But anyway, I'm just rambling. Right, here we are. Ads. Are you trying to upscale to increase? Oh God, well, I jumped again. Oh, my bank just checked 3 years for my mortgage. Well, that's not too bad. Did you get it? Oh yeah, Ryan, did you get it when you were? Yeah, you did get it when you were self-employed, didn't you? So. Oh, well, that's okay then, 3 years, because I can do that. That's all right. But saying that, my first year was very low income, as you would expect. So I don't know. Really, I wouldn't mind if I had 3 years of financial history that's like solid income, and then another 2 years where the business was growing. That's why I say 5 years, because then they know that 3 years of that 5 years was solid. So you've been doing it for a consistent time. You've been doing solid, good income for a consistent time. That's why I sort of said 5, but you might be able to get it on 3. I don't know. Right. Where are we? I'll just go up the chat. I will be going in a minute. I know I'm just rambling. Ads, are you trying to upscale to increase sales or profit? If you are, I think you need a unit of some kind. A lot of people have said that. I kind of do, I kind of don't. It's one of them things where I maybe do a little bit, but I don't know. I mean, I'm scraping by. I'm just about okay for storage. I think I'll come to a point very soon where I'll need a unit, definitely. But I'm scraping by at the moment with storage, and I definitely am trying to increase my sales and increase and upscale. But you can upscale on a different way, not necessarily, and a lot of people talk about this, you don't need more items to upscale, and that's the thing that a lot of people maybe say you do need, but you don't. The thing is, right, you can upscale your business, but massively reduce your space, right? For example, let me say this, right? Over the next 6 months, let me tell you, I've got, you know, I haven't, but let me say I've got in with a jeweler's, right? I've got in with a jeweler's, and this guy, we've maybe met at dinner or whatever somewhere, and we've had a chat and we've got talking, and he wants to mentor me or something, and then he teaches me all the knowledge about jewelry and ones to look out for and stuff like that. And, you know, he sees me as a little protege, like protege, however you say it. Like, Yoda to Luke Skywalker, right? And I then, after over 6 months or a year, I build up quite a bit of knowledge on this jewelry. Then I start applying it. Then I start going to auctions. Then I start going to places, house clearances or whatever, and getting jewelry. Now, jewelry is very, very small. It's very easy to store. Now, there are security implications of selling higher value jewelry, and that would need to be looked into. But at the end of the day, it's small. So what I'm saying is, if you build up an inventory of small items, then you don't necessarily need to buy a unit or buy something else to grow. Now, with the jewelry example, you will probably need to buy a safe or something, or have it locked up somewhere else off site. But there's all these different business models, and to upscale, you don't necessarily need to have more space. And that's what I'm trying to say. There's always ways of doing it. Like FBA is a perfect example. FBA means that you don't need more space in your house or whatever, because you can then ship it off to them. Now, there are implications to that, higher fees and stuff like that, but it's just another thing. So yeah, I'm trying to grow, but I'm trying to also work with the space I have, because if you just keep getting into growing into bigger spaces for the point of doing that, then really I just don't see the point in it. Work with what you've got and really streamline your business, because I'll tell you one thing: if you work with what you've got, it's going to be harder. And because it's harder, you're going to grow more as a reseller, and you're going to get better as a reseller because it's harder. It's harder to work with a small area of space. And some of the best resellers I've come across are those who don't actually have units, or those who don't actually have a lot of space, and they work with what they've got fantastically. So yeah, I mean, I might get a unit, I might not, but I rambled about that for so long then. So yeah. Ads, withdraw all your money, hire 2 young ladies and take some indecent photos. Oh my god. Oh my god. He swiped $1,000 off you for rent. Yeah, he probably would, but I'd get it out and then he'd be like, right, I'm having that. Chuck him the grand and say, keep the change, you filthy animal. Oh my god. Right, is the rent house paid off or something? Was that? I don't know. Right, I'm gonna go in a minute anyway, because we've been rambling for a bit now. Thing is, every year is different, so it don't matter if you have a 10k year, then 100k year. They just average it out. Very true. It's like months, actually. Doing it yourself lifestyle. So it's like months. People get down about they have a bad month or whatever, but look at it over the year, and then because what I do, I with my account, I do a monthly profit and loss account, and then I do a yearly. And no matter how bad it is throughout the entire year, I mean, not how bad it is throughout the entire year, but no matter how bad it was 1 month of the year, when you're doing, like, when I'm sitting down to do that monthly profit and loss account, and I'm well aware I don't have to do monthly profit and loss account, I could just do one at the end of the year. But I like to track it that way. It doesn't take me long to do it. I've honed it down to about sort of half an hour every month now, and I'm happy to sit there and do that for the sort of for being able to track it, each month. And I know I can just do one at the end of the year, but what I do is I do monthly ones, and then I do a master one for the entire year. And when I'm sat down to do that monthly one, when it's been a particularly bad month, I get really like, oh, down, it's been a bad month, it's not been slow, all that sort of stuff. But then you sit down to do that master one, that end of the year one, and every time I feel it, I've only done it twice, obviously, because I've only done it only been doing this just over 2 years. But, every time, and I know it's going to be the same when I do my master one this year, or, well, next year, actually, because of, tax year. But, I know it'll be the same. I know I'll feel elated. I know I'll feel really positive, because I know that I'll have made a decent profit over the average of the 12 months. But people do seem to get quite down when we've just had 1 month, and I relate to it. But you don't have to be, and it is hard to just stop yourself from being down, but you can do it if you really try, But anyway, I just had a sale, so 1 sec. Oh, 20 quid, that's all right. It was one of them Sony you know, that's one of them Sony, what's it called, Discman or Walkman or whatever. I just sold for 20 quid. That I got ages back. Well, not ages back, but from a Carboot sometime for like 2 quid. I showed it on a haul video. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there actually, because we'll be forever on this chat. It just keeps going down and down and down. This is the point where I stop working. Now I'm working on the side project thingy. I will definitely pack tonight. Oh right, what I was just having a chat, I think. Actually, we're down at the bottom of the chat. Love Ad's character. Does anyone else remember Rick Mail as Kevin Turvey? Well worth looking up. What do you mean? I'm like that character? Is that what you mean? Because if you do mean that, I'll have a look on YouTube. Well, I'm already on YouTube, but I'll have a look, you know, after the chat. But yeah. Right, I think I'll leave it there then. So Ryan just says quickly, you've been out this morning, so having food, listening for a bit now. I know, oh, that's the other thing I wanted to say, sorry, quickly. I did just mention it before. Speculating to accumulate, right? And this stems from something I saw yesterday. So I have been looking into doing a little bit of RA this year. Now, I know what everyone's going to say. No, Adam, don't do that. You're terrible at RA. And it's true. I'm not very good at RA. I've not had a great past history. I've sold some things at a small loss. I've sold some things at a small profit. I've sold some things at break even. And there's been occasionally good items that I've sold at great profits on, you know, maybe not on volume, but certainly like 10 of them or 20 of them. So, yeah, I would say I've had a mixed bag with RA. I've definitely not done amazingly out of it, so I don't do it that often. But I think I have a way that I'm going to make some good money with this RA this Christmas. And I'm well aware that FBA and RA are starting to wear out a bit, and it's not that great. But the thing is, there's a few products I'm looking at on a few different sites, and I'm not going to divulge because that's just going to completely ruin it. But basically, these items, there's about 4 quid profit in it, right? Let's say one of these items, there's 4 quid profit on one of these items, right? And I can buy 20 odd of them, right? I can buy 20 odd, 30 odd of them. And I'd say £4 net profit in it. Now, it does say £6 on the FBA, you know, on your phone, on the app calculator. It says £6 pure, you know, net profit. But I always take 2 quid off that calculator because I don't trust it. So I'm going off 4 quid net profit per one. It might more be like, you know, be like 5, 6 quid. But I buy these for like anywhere between 17 and 20 pounds. So yeah, okay, RA are less profitable anyway. But the thing is, here's the thing, right? Should I buy? Well, actually, I'm not going to say should I buy. I'm not asking the question. Don't worry about that. It's my decision. That's completely wrong thing to say. But I'm thinking whether I should buy all of them, because here's the other thing. These items aren't in stock by Amazon. They've got great ranks on them, really good ranks. And I believe they will go up. And that's the speculative side. I think they'll go up by about £5 or £10 in Q4, if not a bit more. But if they don't, I'm going to buy them all. I'm going to tie up a lot of capital for a very minimal amount of profit. Whereas if I didn't do that, I could have invested that money in more profitable items. So it's whether I take the chance and be a bit speculative and a bit of a gamble on whether they do go up, buy them all, and hope that they go up by 10 quid. And then instead of being at like £4, £5 profit, I'm at like £14, £15 profit on each one. And then I'm more like doubling my money. So I don't know, but it's something I've been thinking of. And here's a great thing every Q4. Every Q4, no matter how long you've been doing this, I don't care how long you've been doing it, even if you've been doing this 50 years, right? You will learn something. Every Q4 there'll be something, whether it be a tiny little nugget of knowledge or a massive revelation, you will learn something, because every Q4, this will be my 3rd Q4 now, and the other 2 I've both learned something. You know, I've learned something about the market, I've learned something about a product or whatever. I've learned something, you know. But if it's worth buying one ad, it's worth buying 100, Ryan said. Yeah, it is, but it's like, I just don't know. I mean, it is even worth it. Like, if I did it on volume, which I couldn't really do because, well, I could do, but I just don't want to tie up that amount of money. I'm not that much of a risk taker. I mean, if I bought 100 of them, it'd be like over $1,000, and it'd be like that would scare me a little bit, you know. But I mean, it wouldn't scare me so much if I had been, you know, if I start doing it now and you know, on a lower level and then build up. But yeah, I mean, at £4 a time, I bought 100. That's then like 400 quid profit minimum. But if it goes up, which I do think it will do, that profit is then times by 10 because of, sorry, not times by 10, like times by 4, because like that 4 quid might turn into 15, 16 quid, 14, 15 quid, something like that. So then it'd be more like 1,600 quid profit, and then I'm doubling my money if I got 100. That's just if I got 100. But I just don't know. It's one of them hard things. It's a gamble you take with, I suppose, like this speculative idea or ideology. I could make this Q4 really profitable for myself. I can see it, I can envisage it, but I'm just not 100% confident that they will go up. I'm like 80%, 90%, but not 100% confident that those will go up. So, oh, it's a hard. This is why I don't do RA. It's just, oh my god. Well, actually, it's not RA, it's OA because it's online, isn't it? But it's just so hard. It's like, do you do? I mean, well, it's quite easy, really. I mean, if you've got confidence and you've got money to spend, it's actually as easy as clicking a button, getting it delivered, putting it in a box to Amazon, labeling it up, putting it in a box, and off it goes. That is quite easy in principle, but it's about having that confidence. I mean, I have. Don't get me wrong. I've read the Camel, and Keeper. I've been on there and I've seen price history. That's why I'm quite confident it'll go up, but I'm still not 100% because I just don't trust those graphs completely either. You know, it's gone up a little bit, but I don't know whether it's going to go up the same. And if it does go up the same, then yeah, I'm okay. But if it doesn't go up the same, then, you know, I don't know. It's just hard. It's hard. Anyway, I'll have a think about it. It's just one of them things, you know, I've been thinking of. Just because I'm thinking, like, I want to make this Q4. I want to hit my targets this Q4, and I've got big targets. So I need to incorporate everything I can, every part of my business, my, you know, selling antique side of it, vintage items. I need to incorporate my Amazon FBA side with sealed media and stuff like that. But as well as that, I need to extend my Amazon FBA side to RA a little bit of, and I need to extend my eBay side with my generalist hard toys, things like that. And I need it all to come together. So then I've got all this income coming in to reach my main target, if you know what I mean. It's like, oh, what's it like? What's a good analogy? Right. So you've got, yeah, it is a good analogy. You've got 4 army barracks, right? You've got 4 of those like pigsty, what am I trying to say? Like corrugated sheet metal barns, right? You've got four corrugated sheet metal barns that are all spray painted green, right? And in each of those barns, those 4 barns, are all lined up like this in sort of like a crescent shape. You've got people in the army, right? You've got, like, you know, they're like army barracks type things. Then there's a sergeant outside with his whistle, and he whistles his whistle, and they all come out. And then they all come out together, and then we form this big, long stretch of people. So it's like all these individual things come together to make this one big thing. So that's what I'm trying to say. That was the worst analogy I have ever made, and I'm so annoyed that I made it on video, but it's an analogy nonetheless, and that's what I'm meaning. So yeah, I'll leave it there, guys, anyway. So he's with the cows now and chickens in a barn, filthy. Anyway, so I'll leave it there because it's probably been like an hour or something. Oh my god, it's been more than an hour. God, it has. It's been just over an hour. So I'll leave it there, guys. I'll get some work done. I'll have a think, and I probably won't tell you actually if I do end up going with those items, because yeah, I don't know. If I tell you that, then you might be able to find them. I mean, I'm not going to tell you the items, but I mean, I don't know whether I should tell you whether I've gone with that decision or not. Because if I say that, then some people might track down the items somehow, and then that would be bad for me. So, yeah, I might do it. I might do that. I might do it because I feel like I need to get some real turnover and profit going. But yeah, anyway, we'll see. We'll see. Can you just go through that again, Ad? No, I won't. I know I've rambled far too much. I know what that is. I know what you're saying, Gary. I know what you're saying. Ryan says, tell me, I'll buy them. No, well, actually, that would give me a lot more confidence. Like, I just tell you, and then you buy a load, and then be like, oh yeah, I feel confident about getting on this now because someone else has. But then there's no point because I know what you're like, Ryan, and you'll buy out the entire bloody shop or whatever, and that'll be that. So I won't be able to profit off it anyway. But you know, right. Anyway, I'll leave it there, guys. Thank you for joining me. And I will see you in the next one. So, oh no, the Google Hangouts thing. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll do that video in the other room as well. It'll only be a very short video, but oh, it's gone out of focus again. People need to tell me when this goes out of focus so I can actually rejig it. But no, I'll do that video. It'll only be a very short video, but I just want to show it you. It's so cool. I'm really proud of the amount of stuff I've got, even though I shouldn't be. But yeah, anyway, we'll leave it there. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.